Here comes the Judge. We have a 1969 Pontiac GTO Judge Ram Air 3 motor, 4-speed, in the most desirable signature color, the carousel red. I know it's orange, they call it carousel red, the parchment interior. Complete nut and bolt body off frame restored car, Pontiac Historical documented. But right now, why don't you join me? Let's go for a spin. This was a dream car giveaway car. Somebody won this car and they sold it to a collector that we've done a lot of business with in Georgia. He's got about 50 car collection. We just bought 6 of his cars. They're all incredible, including this one right here. So it is Pontiac Historical documented, and it's a high quality restoration. This is all mint. These scoops are functional. They open and close. Fender is mint. It all lines up beautifully. Absolutely straight, no rust, no bubbles, no damage. That shuts like a new car. The roof is all straight. They're coming down the panel here. This is all nice and clean and straight. The body's amazing. Part of the Judge was the rear spoiler. I think that's the only GTO that came with a spoiler. All this is nice and clean. Right around here, no bumps, no bubbles. All really nice. That gap is spot on right there. All nice, clean. So the body's excellent. Again, painted its signature color, carousel red. This car was born that color. Has the optional hood tachometer on here. Of course, the Judge striping. This remote mirror is beautiful. Actually, all this stainless looks like it was polished like chrome. This is better than just stainless out of the package. It's all polished up real nicely. The front nose fits really well. I mean, that's spot on. Nice rubber nose, like a garden hose. No bumps, no stress cracks. It's very unusual to not have cracks in it. The grills are all real nice. That looks mint. The correct antenna. Windshield's brand new. So it has the Rally 2 wheels on it without trim rings. That's how the Judges came. They're all restored, correct lug nuts, correct center caps, no trim rings. BF Goodrich tires. Weather strips and window seals were replaced. Back windows crystal clear. Back bumper, tail lights, exhaust tips, those are optional factory tips. All of this is beautiful. Outside the car looks like probably better than it did when it was new. Now let's open it up, see the inside. All right, let's look inside the trunk. I think we'll all be very pleased. Underneath the lid is painted, has the right sticker. The jamb is painted slick, the weather strip's replaced. So inside is all spotlessly clean metal. It's spatter painted. Looks like all the wiring is replaced. This is a reproduction wide oval tire on a restored Rally 2 wheel, and it has the complete jack assembly. So this is all just like it would have come from the factory. The only thing missing is the mat, and they probably honestly left it out so you don't get moisture trapped underneath the mat. If you go to our website, we have the biggest inventory we've ever had. We have 246 cars as of today. Not all of them are posted yet because we're servicing them. The jams are as slick as the car. Weather strips are replaced and fit nice. Beautiful parchment interior, the door panels, armrest, window cranks, all that looks like it was replaced. This must be a new dash pad. This is just pristine. The vents, instruments, all look real nice. Has the factory gauge cluster. Has 3,400 miles since it was restored. Has the Rally clock and it's converted to quartz movement. Heater controls look new. AM, FM radio. This is all nice, fits real nice. Okay, I thought that was a new stereo. It does have an auxiliary jack, so that looks like the original radio, but it's got modern upgrades to it. Kick panel, the vents, the carpet, all this is mint. Center console. Now this T-handle, that's part of the Judge package, the T-handle shifter. Again, this is mint. Like a pearl white interior, actually. Cushions are real nice, upholstery, the headrest, all the trim on the seats, all that's excellent. Horn works. You got all the seat belts, they're in excellent shape. All the back upholstery, armrests, side panels, the mesh speaker tray in back, all that's excellent. The white perforated headliners in real nice shape, working dome light, matching visors, new mirror. Steering wheel's probably new because it's not worn at all. The pedals are real nice, and here's the ram air lever. You can close it when it's rainy. Not that you're going to drive this in the rain. I better not catch you in the rain. You open it up to let that fresh air feed the motor. I did roll up the windows. It's all new glass, all the way around. Ames Performance sponsored the restoration of this car, and they are the Pontiac specialists when it comes to parts. So that is a correct Ram Air 3 engine block, properly dated, and it is, the VIN number of the car is stamped on the front of the engine. So it has all the stock components, the valve covers, carburetor, the choke, the Ram Air system. It has HO exhaust manifolds, the ribbed heater hose, all correct. Chalk markings on the firewall, the rubber flaps over the suspension, the proper shroud, the squirters are hooked up, reproduction hose. We got power steering, spring clamp battery cables, power brakes with the cadmium booster, the right tags, wiper motor looks new. You got more of the Ram Air system up under the hood. So now Caleb's going to take you for a drive. Hope you enjoy it.
This car, guys. This is such an iconic muscle car, very important to the history of muscle cars. Shifts through the gears nicely. It's got that Hurst T-bar shifter on it. The boys in the shop did go through this car. We serviced quite a few things, a bunch of small little things, but you know, it is stuff that would you would want to function properly. It did have a four-wheel alignment done. The steering gearbox was tightened, so the steering's a little more tight. Brakes are nice on it, same with the power steering. The turn signals, they do light up. I believe they cancel. Yep, cancels. All the lights work on the dash. All the gauges are working, even the clock on the right-hand side. I did notice, though, the oil pressure gauge, it goes to 0 when you shut the car off, but when you turn it on, it pegs all the way up to 80. It doesn't really move in between there, so that's something to take note of. This does have a retro stereo in it. This does work. AM/FM radio. There is an aux cord in the glove box that you can plug your phone into. All the levers for the AC or the heat work very nicely. Those aren't all bound up. That is still cable driven though. Someone's got squeaky brakes. Yeah, I mean, it's a very nice car. The wipers work. The tachometer on the hood works as well. And I have the Ram Air open, so let's see what she does. Oh. Such a fun car to drive, very comfortable. You feel like a badass going down the road. There's no shakes or shimmers, anything like that. No weird vibrations that I'm feeling. Drives nice and straight. Check that out. This is an awesome car, guys. Sun visors stay up, the mirror stays. It's not vibrating and loose and hanging. Nothing like that. It's a very nicely restored GTO. Very comfortable. The seats are firm. They've definitely been reupholstered. They're very comfortable to sit in. Downshifts real nicely. The brakes work smoothly. Got a couple thumbs up already. Usually what happens.
So this car was a complete body off frame restoration, and we do have a folder of documentation for the engine rebuild, all that sort of stuff. They rebuilt this car to factory specs. Underneath is detailed right down to the stickers were put back in place. Everything was redone under the car. All of the suspension and steering front and back was redone. It has a correct Gardner exhaust system. That's a company that makes the exact reproduction exhaust. If you look under there, you'll notice one muffler is bigger than the other. That was a Pontiac thing. That's correct. That's the way it's supposed to be. Disc brakes in front, e-brakes all hooked up, all the cables, the lines, the fuel tank, all that stuff was replaced. You look up at the motor, it's clean, it's stock, the starter, the fuel pump, all that looks real nice. Correct Muncie 4-speed transmission, all looks real clean. Drive shafts rebuilt. Now right on the PHS, the Pontiac Historical Papers, it says it has a 355 safety track rear end, HD, heavy duty. I checked the code on the rear end, it was X something, and sure enough, I looked it up and it's a special rear end. It says it has 4 pinions. So it is a heavy duty posi rear end in there, the original for this car. So there you have it, body off frame restored, 69 GTO 4-speed Ram Air 3. Go to volocars.com. The salesman will help answer your questions, including how to get this delivered to your driveway, how to get it financed if you need it. If you enjoyed the video, subscribe to our YouTube channel, click the bell icon. You'll be notified when the next one's posted. Thanks for watching.